So I got a message recently, and it was someone saying, I've been trying to let go. I read the book Letting Go by David Hawkins. I've been looking up all these videos on YouTube on how to let go. I've heard every single person and their mother talk about letting go, yet I just can't seem to figure out how to let go. Perhaps I'm just too dumb to let go. No joke. Again, paraphrasing obviously, but that was the message. Am I too dumb to let go? And of course, the answer is no, you are not. You see, letting go is something that's very simple, yet very difficult in terms of how to do it. And this is why it's close to impossible to find the actual tools and guidance out there, right? Even in the book, Letting Go, David Hawkins, you'll get tons of epiphanies, yet, okay, where's the how-to? Your whole book is titled Letting Go, and you never tell us how to do it, right? Oh yeah, so and when you let go and how to let go, just do it. And there's actually, this is how crazy it gets, courses out there, teachings out there, this is what a method, that even say how to let go. Just ask yourself, can you let go? That's literally the how-to that you get. You want to know how to let go, just ask yourself, can you let go? And if the answer is yes, you've let go. And it is just terrible. Okay, so people are confused, the resources out there all over the place, and no wonder you don't know how to let go, you don't have the right tools and guidance. And that is why I created Transformation Mastery. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of this before. This is, in my humble opinion, the Bible of letting go, which, by the way, because guess what? It's November, we're approaching Black Friday. You can actually get a massive discount on Transformation Mastery right now. If you just click the link below this video in the description or in the pinned comments, click the link, get your discount. If the link still works, you are in luck. Okay, but this is why I created this program. I wanted something very practical. I didn't want some woo-woo, just let go, or, just sit there and think about your higher self and your spirits and imagine a ball of light coming into you and da-da-da. It's like, I didn't want any of that. I didn't want the very simplistic, dumb thing where it's like, you want to learn how to let go, just ask yourself, can you let go, and breathe into it. I was like, what's an actual practical step-by-step guide that will teach me exactly how to let go and use the letting go technique? And this is Transformation Mastery. Okay, so we're going to crack into this. I have a bunch of videos prepared as well as an insider look into what is Transformation Mastery. If you're new and you're watching this, first of all, yes, this is live. And secondly, you're about to see an exclusive peek into Transformation Mastery. You're going to see through the keyhole something that most people don't see, and you're going to learn the steps to letting go. Now, let me just glance over to the chat here. Someone's like, can I get a 100% discount? If I were to do that, there would not be all these free, high-quality produced videos on YouTube. You want to know what keeps on the light? Transformation Mastery. So think of it like this. If you invest in yourself, you're not only investing in you with Transformation Mastery, but you're also investing in a continuation of free content and deeper and deeper ideas and research. Greetings from Denmark. Why, hello. I'm hoping to be in Denmark, in Copenhagen, in March next year, March 2022. Okay, I'm hoping to do a tour then, thinking Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Copenhagen. 3-city tour in Europe, assuming, the world permits it. Let's see. Greetings from Denmark. Someone's like, how to let go? You let go by letting go. I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, this is one of the most searched things. Like, how do I let go? No one will give it to you straight. Okay, so let's just jump into that. Okay, first of all, 3 steps to letting go. And this, in my experience, okay, this is part 2 of the transformational process. So we'll get to the 3 steps, but let me zoom out. Okay, this is how I actually structured Transformation Mastery. Part 1 is what I call awareness, and it all starts there. You see, people don't even know, for example, why they should let go. They don't know what they should let go of. They don't understand paradigms. They don't understand blind spots. They don't understand how the mind works. They really have zero understanding, and they might rush to this thing called letting go because they saw some motivational posts on Instagram saying you got to let go. Okay, so step one is really awareness. Once you have the proper awareness of, okay, what it means to let go, what to let go of, what the goal actually is, step two is proof. And this is where I break down, again, the 3 steps to letting go, which, very simplified, are, number one, be aware of what you want to let go of. Number 2, allow yourself to experience it fully. And number 3, let it come up and let it out. Okay, those are the 3 steps. In terms of practical ways, this is done through mindfulness-based meditation. Okay, and there's different techniques and tools that come with every single step that allow you to accomplish the 3 steps to letting go. So within Transformation Mastery, you'll get the awareness, then you get proof. You understand how to let go, and you actually get an experience when it comes to letting go, so you know, oh, that's letting go. But it doesn't stop there. Okay, this is, you could say, the intermediate trap when it comes to letting go. People who have a gist of it, yet they only let go of surface level things. Step 3, permanence. You got to dive deep into the subconscious mind. So understand how the conscious and subconscious works, and really identify the different patterns, right? There's what you know, there's what you don't know, there's what you don't know, you don't know. That's where those patterns lie. Identify negative core beliefs, different traits when it comes to your core identity, past trauma, and really starting to apply the letting go technique to all of that. That's when you achieve permanent transformation, okay? But that's the structure. Awareness, proof, permanence. 3 steps to letting go are within the proof section. Permanence addresses subconscious mind. Awareness addresses paradigms. That's the key. It's all there, okay? People have gone through Transformation Mastery. What they really like is they're like, you know what? There is no fluff. It's no woo-woo. It's logically broken down because guess what? You are talking to a fellow INTJ. So that's pretty much the opening rant here. And as I mentioned, Black Friday discounts going on right now. Click the link below, get your discount. If this speaks to you, you want the practical steps, jump on it. For real. I created this 4 years ago. This is the Bible. This is the foundation of everything that I teach. Even if you're new to this channel, you're like, who's this Julien fellow? Get your discount, get the foundation, because even just going through this, guess what? You'll not only learn the awareness, the proof, the permanence, how to let go, subconscious, everything, but you'll also understand everything that I'm talking about in the free content on a much deeper level. You see, I actually make this free content for people who have gone through Transformation Mastery. So if you're ever thinking about it, now is your time. Huge discounts. If the link still works, you are once more in luck. Okay, someone's like, is this live? Yes. Now, I'm going to crack into some videos here. And this is really how this program is structured. There's content, practical steps, meditations, but then there's also a segment titled Transformational In-Field Footage. And this is my personal favorite segment, where it's a bit more on the external approach. Okay, so what you see here doesn't get to the cause, but it complements letting go. And there are, in this section of the program, Transformation Mastery, a bunch of live demonstrations. So if you're someone who, for example, you're really stuck in your head, you run out of things to say, there's live coaching examples when it comes to that. If you're someone who can't laugh, live coaching examples. If you're a people pleaser, if you experience a lot of anxiety, if you're someone who, you get very emotional, you have trouble blasting through resistance, trouble feeling, if you have trouble being authentic, if you're someone who's a self-help junkie, so on and so forth. There are examples for all of these, and just seeing other people, just like you, right? That famous saying, the more personal, the more universal, just seeing that and the courage that they have going through it and the customized advice that I give them, game changer. And I also break it down so you develop what I call the coach's eye. So if you're able to see how I think when I coach others, you can also turn the mirror around and apply that to yourself. Okay, so we're going to crack into some little quick clips of these transformational in-field videos. This is a section in Transformation Mastery. If you resonate with this once more, click the link below. I see a hello from Germany. Why hello? Workout junkie. Yeah, same thing, right? If anything's very compulsive, then definitely watch the transformational video when it comes to that. Okay, is this live? Yes, it is. Sounds like I'm a self-destructive artist. I used to be as well. That was an identity that really ran me for a long period of time. Thank God I let go of that, right? It's funny too, if you go on YouTube and you type in how to let go, you know, YouTube will complete the sentence. And it's like how to let go of, you know, the past, how to let go of someone you love, how to let go of a past relationship, how to let go of this, how to let go of a person. It's like all these external things. Yet, you want to know the most important thing to let go of? The number one thing holding you back. If you could just let go of one thing, and I'm actually curious, just comment it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, put it in the comments below. Number one thing to let go of that's holding you back. Parents, past, condition, what is it? Want to know the truth? You. The number one thing to let go of is you. You are the number one person holding you back. This current you, your comfort zone, everything about you, let go of that and just see how things change. Okay. I see 2, 3. I love you, I love you, I love you. Why thank you? I don't know if you're saying it to each other in the comments or me, but I'll take it. Okay, so let's get into some of these. Okay, once more, this is a bit more on the external side of things. It complements letting go. The way I really go about this is, again, I'm not your typical spiritual teacher who's like, oh, just, you know, meditate. It's, yes, meditation is a big part, but it's very action focused. And the way it works is action fuels the inner work, right? So it's a very active process. So here's the first one. Come on up. Take it in. Like everyone's staring at you.
Right now I'm really nervous.
Okay.
Actually.
Try to ask yourself why. What emotions, what sensations pop up?
I don't really care if people looking at me right now. It's just I'm really stressed out and I'm not really sure
Why? Why are you stressed?
Yeah, that's
You
the
know.
problem, I think. Yeah.
Okay. What are you afraid of people seeing? What are you afraid you'll do? What are you afraid you won't do?
Actually, I'm afraid I will come off as really nervous. That's
Okay.
something I would, that's something I would rather, not do. I'm stuttering a lot.
Good.
At this
What would be
point,
so bad if you came off as nervous?
I don't know, it shows weakness, I think. It's, a bit scary.
What we're doing here is we're diving into the fear. You know, whatever it is you fear, follow the trail of whys. You know, it's like, oh my God, I'm anxious, I'm scared. Why? You know, let it come up and let's just sink into it. Okay, so this here, quick example. This is a short, 1-minute video out of a much longer video. And the whole example here is someone who has social anxiety. Okay, and one technique among many that I teach in Transformation Mastery is follow the trail of whys, right? Where our immediate impulse is, what do I do now? I have social anxiety. Now what? Instead, ask yourself why. And you can actually go a lot deeper. Okay, what's so scary? Like say you have fear of putting yourself out there in front of a crowd. You can ask yourself, what's so scary about putting myself out there? Well, what if I put myself out there and I say the wrong thing? Why is that so scary? Well, if I say the wrong thing, people might laugh. Why is that so scary? If they laugh, I get rejected. Why is that so scary? What if I get rejected? Then that means something's wrong with me. Or, oh, if I get rejected, then I'm alone. I'm abandoned. So you can actually go a lot deeper into that fear, into the things that run you. Okay, following the trail of whys. Now, one little thing with this, don't stay at the surface. A lot of people, they're like, what's so scary about putting yourself out there? Well, it's scary that people will look. What happens if they look? They'll judge. What happens if they judge? They'll look. It's like they're staying at the surface, not going deeper. So make sure you do go deeper. Okay. And when you join Transformation Mastery, you'll see her full journey diving deeper and deeper into that. And as the format you can see here, it cuts between me coaching her to me sitting behind a desk, breaking down why I'm coaching her the way I'm coaching her. So once more, you develop the coach's eye. This hits on a formula which you can write down that I call action, trigger, release, repeat. Action, trigger, release, repeat. And this is the enemy of progressive desensitization, right? Progressively desensitizing yourself, which is unfortunately what most people do, and that is terrible. It doesn't get to the cause. It doesn't produce long-term change. It is toxic. It should be eradicated. Okay, instead of desensitizing yourself, still do social anxiety challenges, but with the intention of triggering yourself so that you can then start processing what gets triggered. When you let go of that, you're free. So that was an example, right? Someone's like, oh, again, social anxiety, come in front of the crowd and sing. Boom, you're in front of a crowd of like 400 or 500 people, sing. Triggered, and then, again, it doesn't stop there. You must then let go of it once you're triggered. Okay, action, trigger, release, repeat. Next one. Fuck off ego, fuck off self-concept, let loose. Let's try again, because you're not getting out of here without it. It's better just to surrender to it and be like, fuck it. Hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna pause it here. Okay, so this one here, it's if you're stuck in your head, something that's very common, right? Most people nowadays are stuck in their head. They have trouble accessing the body. They just live up here the entire time, right? And that was him. And I'm like, okay, well, jump on up here and let's get you to dance. Okay, if you're stuck in your head, there's a key test there. Can you easily dance? And I'm not saying being a good dancer with all the right dancing techniques, but like, hey, can you get in your body and dance? Or is it like super awkward and, you know, stiff and you're trying to logically analyze how you dance? Hey, if that's you, work to do. So that was him. And you can see here just how he battles that inner resistance. You see his eyes like, hey, hey, hey. He's like, oh no, I don't want to, but he's put in that high pressure environment where he has to. Okay, now, as I keep saying, this doesn't get to the cause. You got to let go, but it's a good step to trigger yourself and get a reference. Hey, hey, hey! And this look here, I want to get out of this, is something all of us have experienced. Okay, this look here reminds me back in the day when I first started working on my social skills, where I was like, same thing. It's like, oh, I don't want to, like, that's the look of inner resistance. Hey, 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 come on, whatever, man, come on. Can you just see him, like, the resistance kicking? He's like, no, it's like he's just fucking there, and he has to let go. He has to just get out of his own way. There's no backing out. Loosen it, loosen it, loosen it. Run back and forth, loosen it up. Crazy, crazy, run. High five people and shit. There, loose. Jump up, high five. Keep doing it, dance. Loose. Pop, whatever you feel like doing. So it's the pressure of the crowd, but also the support of the crowd. Okay, so another example, okay, watch the full video in Transformation Mastery. You'll see the whole journey, but there's a whole section about this, okay? And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, huge discount going on right now for Black Friday. Just click the link below this video. If the link still works, you are in luck. Huge discount. If this resonates, you want practical steps in terms of how to let go. You're sick of just woo-woo or fluff or just marketing stuff. You want the give me the how-to. Click the link below right now. Okay. Let's get to the next one, eh? I know, I got a bunch prepared. Here we go. This is where it gets really tough. It's like that thing you keep running away from. That's the shit you got to dive into.
Back in school, I didn't have many friends at some point. Got myself very unpopular, and then when things changed and I got friends, I moved to Germany from Portugal, and I got so dependent on other people because now that I had friends, everything was like in their hands, you know, and yeah, now I don't want to fall back into that if I'm alone again, you know what I mean?
So the first thing here is to realize that if you need others to accept you first in order for you to accept yourself, it'll never work, okay? Because it depends on something external. You're not free, you're bound to the approval and acceptance of others. You need that acceptance in order to be good enough, in order to accept yourself.
Yeah, so this one here, need for approval, big one, right? Need for validation. In a social setting, this comes off as being very needy. It's like this very desperate vibe. There's actually a whole module on letting go of desire and neediness. You'll see, again, my coaching of her and breaking it down that you can apply to yourself. And you also get specific meditation when it comes to letting go of neediness. So if you're someone who's really needy, guess what? You can try to all the external stuff you want until you address that root issue and let go of it, nothing will change. In his body or in his head? Hey! Even more. Just keep trying to top yourself every time. Hey! So this here is being stifled, right? It's like scream, and it's like, eh! Like you sense there's like something like muffles on. It's like holding it back. So it's like, let's get you out of your head, right? This should happen by default when you let go, right? What you'll see here is me giving him a bit of permission and allowing him to build momentum, but you shouldn't have to build momentum, okay? Progressive desensitization, toxic, get rid of it. Building momentum, toxic, get rid of it. You don't need to build momentum to be yourself, right? Building momentum is battling inner resistance. What about letting go of inner resistance so you don't need momentum, okay? Screw progressive desensitization, screw momentum. Of course, it can be better than nothing, but it's very newbie intermediate advice. You're better than that. Hey! Hey! Even more. Even more. Come on. Hey! Even more. One last one. Hey! Louder. Come on. Even your posture now, a lot more at ease. A lot of people have like a huge blockage with singing. Yet when you start to sing and then you realize something bad happens, it's like, oh, and then you kind of get on this flow. Okay, so once more, small clip of a much larger video in Transformation Mastery. I see Daniel saying, is this live? Of course, Daniel. Of course it is. Of course. Next one.
Just suppress my feelings, and I feel like the other person is the only one who's allowed to feel.
Why?
I don't know.
That's what you got to think about. Why? Following the trail of whys.
Maybe because I don't feel important.
Why? Now, I like this, okay? I always like starting with introspection, and for anyone watching, like, I'd recommend doing the same thing. It's like you need to force yourself to start diving in. And this is something, as I said before, it's like we're never going to do, really. Like, would you ever sit down and do this at home? Fuck no. You know, as you were saying, it's like, yeah, this sounds awesome. Am I going to do it at home? It's so easy to put it off. And this is what's cool of, on one hand, having me here where it's like, you have, like, I'm saying, why? Like, I'll keep pressing, and also kind of having the pressure of the crowd, where it's now it's like a big deal. It's like, you know, you can't resort to escaping anymore, because that's what we usually do. It's like, this kind of kicks in. It's like, am I not important? Oh, just distract yourself. Don't address that. That's not pleasant. Okay. I love how the comment now, it's like, Daniel's like, I know it's live. Okay, that Daniel, you just ignited the, which, for you loyal people, the horde, okay? The way a horde member will say hi to another horde member, as Daniel just wrote, from now on is this live? That means hello. That means, hey, how's it going? Is this live? So any future live videos, you name it, is this live? That's a fellow horde member saying hello. That's how you know how to tell, there's a horde member, someone's like, how's it going? You're like, is this live? Oh. So thank you, Daniel. Okay, and again, can I get a like for is this live? We literally just accomplished a huge milestone. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, the horde. Is this live? Like away. All right, let's get into one more here. You were gonna actually make you scream.
No.
Yes.
I just scream. Or what is it? Like, I scream as loud as I
Don't
can.
think, do.
Ah!
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 Even more. Ah!
Ah!
Now talk. Bring it. Just don't think, do.
I fucking play League of
Louder. Dude, that was it. I honestly couldn't have thought of a better example. It's like, oh, my passion, League of Legends. When I play Thunder, like, that's what turns you on. Yes. And now it's like that aliveness. Like, actually look at the crowd. That aliveness, the brightness in the pupils, the smile, the genuine smile. That's what you got to connect with. Okay, so that one there, it's tapping into that which you heard me talk about a lot before, fun, carefree passion, how to ignite that, right? How to ignite that charisma. Like people can see it in the eyes. If you're like engaged, if you're there, if you're locked in or not, if you're, like people can tell, right? Vibe is honestly everything. So it goes deep in that. Okay, you'll see her whole journey as well, and then the coach's eye, me breaking it down and linking it to letting go, guided meditations, practical steps. All of that is in Transformation Mastery. And of course, right now, if you click the link below, huge discount. If you're new to the channel, if you've been watching some of my videos, you want to know what my whole ideology is, what my whole method is, what my whole philosophy is, Transformation Mastery. Link below. That's the Bible. That's the foundation of everything that I stand for and everything that I teach. Okay, and with Black Friday, huge discount happening right now only. If the link still works, you are in luck. Okay. I also saw a comment like the Horde with a heart. And yes, the Horde is an old school joke with these lives where, people will give a name to like their tribe or their community. And it's usually like cute motivational names, right? It's like, yeah, and you can join this. And we all thought, what's the funniest yet craziest name? The Horde. So we are now the Horde. Okay. Let's see. I see. Just thanks for all, Julien. It's so much value you keep providing. Why, thank you very much. And like I keep saying, if this resonates with you, first of all, I'm so happy, but this is really just meant to open your eyes. The real value and the reason I'm able to put so much free value out there is because in the paid programs, like say Transformation Mastery, the gap in value, like there's so much more value in there that allows me, being very modestly, to release so much value for free right now. Okay. So link below, huge discount right now. You'll see the rest of these little video clips and more that I didn't even include. You'll see different modules that attack apathy, right? All the way to like fear, procrastination, purpose, self-love, all the basics from, as we discussed, awareness, proof, permanence. It'll literally make everything click. And you can even go back to, as I said, free videos, understand them at a deeper level. You can go back to those classic books, like say Letting Go by David Hawkins, and actually understand it because you have the practical steps there. This, honestly, what I teach in Transformation Mastery, and this is no joke, I might make another video about it, is the most important things that I've learned in my life. They've cost me over $500,000 to learn, and that is no joke. Not necessarily in, it's like, let me get coaches to learn this. No. I've made crazy mistakes. I've been in crazy situations that have cost me a lot. Financially, that was the smallest thing that it cost me. In terms of self-worth, reputation, like you name it. Like I've been through the ringer and I came out on the other side with this. And I would much rather go through that and learn and have these tools at my disposal than the opposite. If you were to take these away and say, hey, you want letting go back, go through another, say, scandal, I would go through it again. That's how important this is. This is the number one thing that I'm going to teach my daughter. I'm going to teach, or any future kids, right? If any future kids. Number one thing in life. So Transformation Mastery, stop dabbling around, going through a bunch of just fluff and woo-woo and like free content that never gets to the cause, or reading books where they just like talking about it but not solving the problem, right? A lot of people learn about the problems, they don't solve it. You want no BS, straight to the point, do this, do that. Transformation Mastery, huge discount, get on it. Okay, last bonus, last video we're gonna crack into here, and it's a wrap, okay? Please also like the video, comment below, really helps the channel. Subscribe, click notifications if you haven't already. I'm going to be going live again this week, and maybe I'll touch on my whole journey coming up with this, perhaps. If that speaks to you, do let me know in the comments, or we'll see. But anyway, Transformation Mastery, where it's at, and the last thing we're going to crack into here is, as I mentioned earlier in this live video, is a behind-the-scenes sneak preview into what exactly is in Transformation Mastery. So we're going to get into that right now. Buckle your seatbelt. As soon as you join, this is exactly what you're going to see and enjoy. So this here is what you're going to see when you join Transformation Mastery. Okay, this is inside the members area of this program. This is all online. Okay, so no matter where you find yourself, you will have access to this. And the way this program is structured is that there are three main parts. Okay, part one, awareness. And this is where I take you through the fundamentals of this work. Okay, this goes much deeper than anything you will find online, and it's very different than anything you will find online as well. Okay, this isn't just another traditional self-help or traditional spirituality program. This is one that really goes deep and basically gets to the cause of where the majority of your problems in life come from. Okay, the cause of procrastination, the cause of fear, the cause of anxiety, the cause of self-sabotage, the cause of low self-esteem. This isn't a, here's a little quick tip. It's, let's understand really where this comes from. Let's understand what a paradigm is. Let's understand how to shift paradigms. What does it mean to get to the cause? Okay, you will learn all of this. It's extremely well structured. Okay, in every single video, you will see me with a graph behind where I'm writing it all out. It's step-by-step, practical, no fluff, just straight to the point. Okay, that is part one. It all starts with awareness. Once you're aware of how this all works, we shift to part two, where it's proof. And this is where you're going to have a real life experience of how this works. This is where you learn how to let go. Okay, this isn't just talking about letting go. You might have read a few books here and there and they tell you, hey, letting go is so great. And at the end, you just are left wondering, okay, it's great, but how exactly do I do this? Right? What are the exact steps? They might say, just meditate, and that's how you let go. Okay, meditate how? Okay, in this module, I take you by the hand and I break down the 3 steps to letting go, the mechanisms that we use, the practical advice that you can apply. So when you leave this module, you will not only have proof of letting go with this guided release, but you'll know exactly how to do it, the mechanisms of letting go. So here you have the understanding. Now you have the proof, and you can come back to this release. And then in part 3, it's how do we make this permanent, right? You don't just want to have an understanding and then, okay, a little glimpse of it. It's how do I just make this stick long term? And this is where we address the subconscious mind. What is the subconscious? How does this work? Identifying the subconscious, techniques and exercises and processes to identify the subconscious, and of course, a guided subconscious release. Okay, this is the foundation of this program, but it doesn't stop there. Okay, once you have this, the awareness, the proof, the permanence, I've also added a morning release and an evening release. Okay, you can listen to this every morning, you can listen to this every night. This is part of my morning routine. When I wake up, I cold shower and morning release every single day, and you will have access to this as well. And there's also a transformational in-field footage section as well. You're going to see footage of me coaching real-life clients, someone just like yourself, on various issues. Right? If you're someone who, you're stuck in your head, you're very logical, you're going to see someone just like you, and you're going to see me coach them out of that. If you're someone who has trouble laughing, trouble experiencing joy or expressing laughter, right? Every time it's, I guess that was funny, but you can't actually laugh, you're going to see someone just like you, and you're going to see me coach them out of it. Okay? If you have social anxiety, if you're a people pleaser, if you're experiencing resistance when it comes to the meditations, right? This is extremely common. Right? It can be very frustrating. Like, I'm doing these releases and yes, some came up, but I just keep hitting resistance. Here's what to do. If you're someone who's a class clown, okay, a subtle version of a people pleaser, if you're a self-help junkie, if you can't be real, if you can't put yourself out there, you're going to see me break this all down. Okay, it's live footage, but the cool thing is it's not just live footage where, okay, you see the people here. You're going to see it transition between the live footage, me coaching, to me sitting like this and explaining what it is I'm doing in this video. Okay, what do I see in this person? What do I see in this person? Why do I say this to that person? Why do I say that to that person? Okay, so you'll not only just see me coach them, you'll see why I coach them, how I coach them, and you will start developing the coach's eye. Okay, and you'll be able to see it in others, but more importantly, you'll be able to see it in yourself. Okay, this is one of my favorite sections here, the transformational in-field footage. There's also a Facebook group. This comes with the course. You'll be able to join this group and network with everyone else who's gone through this. Share ideas, ask questions. I'm in that group. My coaches are in that group. Every single question or post, as well as a side note, gets an answer from at least one coach. Okay, so even if you go through this and you have questions, guess what? There is the free Facebook group here. It's a private group, don't worry, where you'll be able to ask your questions. Okay, there's also some bonuses, right? How to survive a life crisis, something that is very relevant with whatever is going on right now in the world. The Mentor Manifesto, how to go about getting a mentor. This is a long, in-depth manifesto. A guided release when it comes to social anxiety, and the key lessons that I've learned from the dating socializing scene that anyone, no matter who you are, can apply to your life. Okay, this is the core of this program. Now, with the discount, you also get all of this here. Okay, 6 months of additional content, diving deep into apathy and self-hate. Okay, what do you do if there is a pocket of that, or if you're in this state of just lack of motivation, just constant resistance, what to do? Okay, there's a guided release around it. There's a Q&A webinar around it. And just like the transformational videos where you see me coach people, for every single month, for each theme, there is another transformational video as well. Okay, there's also a book review, Man's Search for Meaning, an absolute classic and a must read in my opinion, especially for someone who's in this state. Month 2, guilt and self-sabotage. If you're self-sabotaging a lot, if you experience a lot of guilt or even shame, then this month is for you. There is a webinar and a release. Okay, it's the same format, and a transformational video around it, as well as a book review, The Alchemist. Month 3 is fear and self-trust. Okay, with also a Q&A webinar, a guided release, a transformational video, and a book review, A New Earth. Month 4 is purpose procrastination. Month 5 is approval and validation. And month 6 is self-acceptance and self-love. This is the Bible of letting go, if you will. And as you can see here, this isn't just fluff. It's extremely practical. You have all the steps. You have real life examples. You have my coaching philosophy. You'll develop your own coaching eye. And you have all of the guided releases, no matter where you find yourself, no matter what you're dealing with. So I look forward to seeing you in Transformation Mastery. To answer your questions in the Facebook group, click the link below right now. This is a limited offer. If the link still works, you're in luck. And I look forward to seeing you transform and transform and transform. I'll see you on the inside.